girls. I'm here with summer reading again with great breath. Hopefully, you're up to chapter 5 because that's what we're going to read today. Chapter 5. I hope you're having a good summer. Chapter 5. You're Not Funny is what it's called. Later, my mom cornered me in my room. "Okay," she said. "Is that how dinner is going to be every day? A madhouse?" "It's not my fault," I told her. "All I did was get promoted to 4th grade." My mother sat on the bed. "Sudsy, maybe you're taking this too seriously. It's just a school kid's rhyme, you know. I'm sure it'll pass over in a day or 2. "Sure," I sneered. "Tell that to all the kids at school calling me a rat. Tell it to Zipper Nose. Tell it to Joey. What does Joey say about all this?" I laughed. "Huh. He loves it. He's glad he's a rat. He says it's nature's way. He says it's a step up to being a man." She chuckled. "The way to a man is through a rat, huh? I keep telling you it's not funny." "You're right," she said. She spanked her own hand. "There. Bad Mom. That'll teach me." I glared at her. You can forget it if you're trying to make me laugh. It's not working." She pretended to pout. "Darn. Okay, no more funny stuff. You're miserable and that's that, right?" "Right." "Bath didn't help?" "Yeah, it did, till I had to get out." She snapped her fingers. "Aha, all right. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to call the school and pull you out of there. We'll hire a tutor to come in and teach you. She can sit on the toilet seat while you're in the tub. We'll serve you meals. We'll serve you your meals there. After a couple of months, you should be shriveled up down to the size of a frog." I pointed to the door. "Mom, out. Or maybe we could put wheels on the bathtub and roll you off to school each day. We could—" "Mom!" She shut up. She stood. She was biting her lip to keep from cracking up at her own hilarious self. She took a deep breath. She put her hand on my shoulder. "Tell you what, there's more than one way to become a man." "What's that?" I said. "Go sweep the sidewalk. You'll be a man in no time." She looked at me. I looked at her. Joey's voice hissed in my ear. "Say no to your mom." Joey's voice was no match for my mother's look. I got the broom and went outside. I swept the sidewalk. My father had just cut the grass. He was putting the mower back in the garage. His weights were in the corner. They were covered with dust. "Dad," I said, "do you still lift your weights?" Haven't for a couple of years now," he said. "I'm saving them for you and Bubba." "Did they help you become a man?" He looked at them. "Oh, I don't know. I guess they helped me look like one." "Can I see your muscle?" He wheeled the mower into its place. He laughed. "You haven't asked me that in a long time. You used to ask me every day." I lifted his arm to get him started. "Well, come on, let me see." He put his hand behind his head and made the muscle. It looked like a baseball in there, or even a softball. "Make it bounce," I told him. He made it bounce. I reached up and touched it. It was smooth and round and hard like wood. "Pull me up," I said, "like you used to." He lowered his arm a little. "I don't know if I still can. You're not such a shrimp any more, you know." I grabbed on with both hands. "Hoist away." His arms started to crank up. My legs got straight. Then I was on tiptoes. Then I was off the ground. I hung there for a couple of seconds. Then he let me down. He went back out. He closed the garage door. I asked him if he used to take a lunch to school when he was in 4th grade. He thought and he nodded. "Yep, I did." "Did it have anything on the outside of it?" "Nope. It was like one of those old-fashioned ones, like Grandpa took to work. I wanted one just like his." "No animals on it, huh? Elephants? Anything?" He shook his head. "No, afraid not. It was black, about as dull as a lunchbox gets." He opened the front door. "How about swings, Dad? Did you ever kick a little kid off of a swing?" He stopped, and he looked at me funny. "Where'd that question come from? Somebody kick you off a swing?" "Oh, no," I said, heading outside. "Just wondering." When I pulled down my bed cover that night, I found a mouse trap on my pillow. Dad thought he had a mouse once. It was set with a little piece of cheese. I tripped it with a pencil. It snapped like a cat pistol and flipped away halfway up to the ceiling. I grabbed the trap, charged down the hall to Zippernose's room, yanked open the door, and rifled the trap into the dark, right about where she would be lying in bed. The phone rang. I didn't bother with the squawks coming from Zippernose's room. I picked up the phone, and a voice whispered, "Did you say no to your mother?" And that's the end of chapter 5. Let's see. I want you to read on, and I will come back and read chapter 10 with you. Chapter 10 is called No. Okay, have a good summer.